Hello! Welcome back to the Arizona Science Center Facebook page for our 1 p.m. live demo. My name is Emma, and I'm so excited to be here with you today to talk about solar energy. Now, before we get into solar energy, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about energy as a whole. So my first question is, do any of you know where the energy that you use in your homes comes from? If you know, put it in the comments so we can see. But when you flip on a light switch, when you plug in your phone charger, when you turn on your TV, where does that energy come from? How are we getting it? How do we generate it? Where does energy come from? Well, here in Arizona, most of our energy that we generate comes from natural gas, coal, and nuclear energy. In fact, for nuclear energy, Arizona actually has the largest nuclear power plant in the United States. It's the Palo Verde Power Station, just outside of Buckeye, and it is the largest nuclear power plant in the US. So as you can imagine, it generates a lot of the power that we use here in Arizona. Now, nuclear energy, natural gas, and coal are all non-renewable sources of energy. Do any of you know what non-renewable means in terms of energy? If you know, let me know in the comments what you think. But you might have heard of non-renewable in school or on the news before. Non-renewable energy means that once it's used, it's gone. We can't use it again. It's non-renewable. So for Arizona, we use quite a bit of that. The opposite of non-renewable would be renewable energy. So just like non-renewable, you can use it once and then never again. Renewable means that it comes back, we can use it all the time. It's more sustainable. So here in Arizona, in 2018, 13% of all the energy generated was from renewable sources. Now, most of that actually came from hydroelectric generation. So what does hydroelectric mean? Well, hydro means water. So most of our renewable energy came from water sources. What? We live in a desert. How do we get hydroelectric energy? Do any of you know? If you know where we get our hydroelectric energy, put it into the comments. Well, here in Arizona, we actually have a few major dams, but two very, very big ones. The Hoover Dam and Glen Canyon Dam. You may have driven over the Hoover Dam going to Las Vegas. Those two dams create most of our hydroelectric energy here in Arizona. Okay, enough about all that. I think you guys want to learn about solar energy. We have so much sun here in Arizona. It's only the end of April and it's so hot outside. How can we use all of that sunlight that we have to power our homes? Well, the most common way is going to be through solar panels. You may have seen solar panels driving around on top of houses, on top of shopping center parking lots. All of these are generating energy that the occupants can use. But how does a solar panel work? Well, solar panels allow photons or sunlight to come into it, and then it will knock the electrons free of atoms, creating a flow of energy. Energy comes from electrons, and so that's what solar panels are doing. They're freeing electrons from sunlight and using that to create energy that we can use in our homes. So what does that actually mean for us? Well, I built a little cardboard house that I want to power. Solar panels are a form of active solar energy. It means we're actively trying to collect it and convert it to energy that we can use. There is also passive solar energy. Do any of you know what passive solar energy is? If you can think of an example, put it in the comments so we can discuss. But it does have something to do with my house. So looking on the front side, I have my solar panels on the top. They are my active source of solar energy, but I also have windows. Yeah, windows help us utilize passive solar energy. The sun is able to come through the windows and light up my home without needing to turn on any lights. So that is a passive solar energy. But let's see if we can get some solar panels to turn on a light in my house. Because at night, windows aren't really going to help you if you want to read a book in the dark. So, solar panels, like any other kind of electronic, are going to work on a circuit. So when I was designing my house, I made sure that my solar panels were all connected by washers, which I'm using to conduct the electricity, because they need to pass through each other in order to power my light. So I'm going to go ahead and hook these up. And don't know if you can tell, but the light turned on. That's because it is very sunny right now. I'm just going to turn us a little bit so we can get a little bit more sun. And you can see inside the house, my light lit up because my solar panels are taking energy from the sun, photons, and the panels are allowing the electrons to become free from the atoms, creating that electricity needed to power my light bulb. Now, if you're sitting at home and saying, that's cool, Emma, but I don't have solar panels at home, how am I supposed to utilize solar energy? Well, there are some other things that you can do, parents and kids. You can try making a solar oven to cook s'mores, pizza, whatever you want to make a tasty treat together. Or try to come up with another fun solar energy project. If you do your own solar energy project, please send us a picture. We'd love to see what you come up with. Also, remember to check out our website, azscience.org, for other fun science learning activities and DIYs. And tune back in tomorrow to our Facebook page for another live demo. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye!